Hi guys, welcome back to Joshua's Angelfish room and to the first part of this series. If you have not seen the intro to this series, I highly recommend you do so before watching this one, as it gives you a general overview of the series. Before we get into this video, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified for upcoming videos, and share some love by liking this video. To make things simple, I've created a step-by-step process for each part of the series. I have made it as simple and clear as possible for you guys. The first step I'm going to be talking about is the tank setup. You will need to buy a minimum of 3 tanks to breed angels. I would suggest dedicating a room in your house to your breeding setup. 1 tank is to house 5 or 6 angels to grow and pair them up. This tank size should be a minimum of 180 liters or 47 gallons, but the bigger the better. Another tank is to separate the confirmed pair into their own bare bottom tank. The minimum size tank for this one should be 75 liters or 20 gallons. A third tank is to grow the fry up till they reach selling size, which is at their juvenile stage. This size tank should be a minimum of 240 liters or 64 gallons. It is important to place angels in a tank that is tall and long. Mature angels can grow up to 15 centimeters long from top to bottom fin, so you'll have to accommodate their unusual length. Angels do best with plenty of space. In cramped quarters, angels will not feel secure and will fail to breed. The general rule of thumb is 37.8 liters or 10 gallons per angel in a tank. When buying your angels, I would suggest buying at least 5 or 6 from your local fish store, a local breeder, or from a wholesaler. There is no way to sex juveniles because of their young age, so buy a bunch of small juveniles and grow them out and wait patiently until 2 pair up naturally. I would suggest not putting any substrate in any of the tanks, as it is a lot easier to siphon out all the detritus when doing water changes. Also make sure you have cycled filtration or media before adding fish into the tank. In their natural habitat, freshwater angels live in soft water that is slightly acidic. For angels to thrive, make sure that the aquarium water has a pH between 6 and 7.8, with the ideal range being 6.5 to 6.9 for optimum breeding purposes. They also need to be kept in very clean water, so water changes need to happen at least twice a week. On non-water change days, net out all the fish's waste to keep the water quality pristine. The right water parameters will lessen the stress on your angels and keep them happy and healthy. I would not chase a certain pH, as angels can adapt to the pH coming out of your tap. I have bred angels in a pH of 5 before, but if your tap water pH is coming out too high, over 8.0, like mine is at the moment, then I would suggest investing in an RO system and attaching it to your water supply or a water storage container, and let the water sit for a few days before adding it to the tank. Try not to use chemicals to alter the pH if at all possible. Chemical pH solutions alter the alkalinity or acidity of the water much too drastically, something angels are sensitive to. Angels may fail to breed, or worse, die off if the pH swings are too drastic from one extreme to another. Angels are a tropical species, so they need to live in warm temperature water and therefore require a heater. They do, however, tolerate a pretty wide range of temperatures, ranging from 22 to 28 degrees Celsius or 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The ideal temperature for breeding purposes is 28 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees Fahrenheit. I would recommend putting 2 heaters in a tank in case one stopped working, and it also helps prevent huge temperature fluctuations, especially during a water change. Keep in mind that warmer temperatures are good for their immune systems and make them grow a lot quicker, but colder temperatures increase their lifespan. A little bit of a tip here, use sponge filters in the tanks. Angels are not suited to strong flowing currents as they are not the most agile swimmers. Having other types of filtration systems in the tank will thrash the fry around and suck them up into their intakes, ultimately killing them. Sponge filters are the simplest but yet most effective filtration you can use for breeding. Sponge filters also cannot suck up any fry. Leftover food particles get sucked up onto the side of the sponge, allowing fry to pick it off when they are hungry. They are also very cost effective if you are running multiple breeding tanks. For more info on sponge filters, I have a video on the pros and cons of them, so click that card above. It goes into more detail, especially for breeding purposes. It is usually best to offer a daily feeding of protein-rich flakes or a pelleted diet for these omnivores. Supplementing them with freshly hatched brine shrimp, bloodworms, and live daphnia will increase their growth rate, keep them happy and healthy, and may even trigger them to breed. Thanks for watching part 1 of this series. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on, as well as hit that thumbs up for me. See you in the next video, which is part 2 of the series, where I'll discuss the pairing up process. Cheers!